Hello, welcome back to another 4-Color Films video. Today we're going to be talking about the 2 shows that we went to. So, comic shows are back. So, if you recall, a little while ago, we went to the Berkeley Comic-Con, which had its return in a small couple of rooms. And this weekend just passed. There was 2 conventions. One was Sili-con, which formerly was the Silicon Valley Comic-Con, run by, I think, one of the Microsoft guys, maybe Baum or someone like that. But this one was run by Adam Savage, and so we weren't sure what to expect. It was kind of an expensive show. Like, the passes were like $80 for 2 days, and when we went there, it was a little underwhelming, to be truthful. Like, I feel like maybe because of COVID, who knows, but they were pretty low in attendance. It seemed to me there wasn't a ton of vendors there. For the autographs, most of the heavy people kind of bowed out. William Shatner still showed up on Sunday, but I didn't go on Sunday even because it wasn't worth going. And there's no reason for that. But also, like, a lot of the talent that was there was not very well attended. There wasn't very many lineups for anybody there, so I'm sure it was pretty not worth their while either for that type of thing. But still, some really good costumes there. It's a lot of people out there for the 501st were there to, show off their costumes and join up on their ranks and the type of thing. So it was kind of cool to see some of that. But comic-wise, there was really only, I think, 2 vendors that had comic books. Some slabs and some raws, I think, pretty much. So ended up getting a couple of cheapies. So I got $5 for this ASM 798, which is First Appearance of the Red Goblin. Batman Year 3, Batman 436, first Tim Drake. And Batman 442, first Tim Drake as Robin. So a $5 deal, not bad price considering these books are probably worth a few more bucks than that. And they're all in good condition, of course, so that was kind of a good find. But other than that, it was pretty light. And the reason I didn't go on Sunday is because Sunday they actually had the San Jose Comic-Con, the first one of its kind, I think, is what I was told. And that was much more of a comic-driven event. And so I'll show you some footage here, but you can see that it's pretty busy. There's a lot of tables. It was a good-sized room, and a lot of good vendors were there. Some of the same ones from Brooklyn Comic-Con actually showed up as well, too. So it was kind of to see some familiar faces. And then some perennial favorites like, A1 and Lee's Comics were there as well, too. So it was kind of cool. And I picked up a bunch of books, so let's see what we got. First one, cheapy deal for first Taser face from in Guardians of the Galaxy. Thought I picked it up and add that to my collection. House of Comics was there, so I finally got my Fantastic Four 67, a lovely copy of the first appearance of him, or Adam Warlock. This will replace the one I have already slabbed, which was unfortunately was missing a chunk of my page, so it got the dreaded green label. So this is a much more intact version, obviously, and I hope it grades very well as well. I got a couple of deals on this one. I got the Journey to Mystery number 99, which is the first appearance of Mr. Hyde. And to go with that, Journey to Mystery number 98, the first appearance of the Human Cobra. So these are, super minor B-tier villains, but I'm always happy to have a great classic Jim comic in my collection, and that's been on my list for a while, both those comics, and I got a deal too. And the big one that was on my list was this one, All-Star Western number 10, which is the first appearance of Jonah Hex. And this is a really nice copy. Like, it's beautiful. Beautiful colors. Spine is really great. There's a little bit of tanning on the spine, but other than that, it's really, really nice. Pretty untouched. Might be like an 8 or better. I'm hoping it's an 8 or better to when I get it back and press and clean all that type of stuff. But it's been on my list for a long time. I didn't pay $500 for it. I got a good better deal than that. It's always the nice thing about going to a show is that you can always wheel and deal. If you buy a few books or if you talk them down, people love to negotiate, and sometimes you get a really sweet deal for a book. I've been trying to get one for a while. It's been really hard to get it. Either there's not that many in out there, or just there's just it's just I just keep getting outbid because people want it, I guess, as much as I do, because most times I'm outbid by quite a bit, which I'm like, okay, that's fine. But so that one's done, so that's nice. A couple of cheapy deals. First cameo of Carnage, of course. This is ASM 360. And this, the first appearance of Impulse, Flash number 92. And Wonder Woman #9, the first appearance of Cheetah 3. I think it's Barbara Minerva actually from that was used in the WW84 movie as well, if I recall. And I always like to pick this book up too, which is the first appearance of Warlord, super obscure. Well, he's not that obscure, but he's pretty obscure DC hero, which nobody seems to care about but me. But I always like to pick this book up anyway because I love that cover. I think it's Mike Grell. Oh, and this one I picked up just because it was a great cover. It's not a big key, but I mean, Glow in the Dark Skull, it's kind of awesome. Classic Ghost Rider cover, I love that. And then another cheapie, Strange Tales. Strange Tales #141, first appearance of Mentalo. Another C tier villain, probably, frankly, so there you go. But it was a cheap, like $20 book, which I got some money off anyway, so that was also a good find. So overall, really good show. And then I'll show you the last thing I got. So the highlight of the show for me was the fact that Mike Royer was going to be there, who, if you don't know Mike Royer, he actually inked Jack Kirby's work a lot during the 60s. And so he and Jack worked on The Demon, which is one of my favorite books. And I got him to sign both my Demon #1 and my Demon #7, which is the first appearance of The Demon, and then the first appearance of Witch Boy as well, which is kind of great. They're great covers. I mean, look at those covers, fantastic. So put a signature down there for me. And then a funny story is that he started to write his name right there. But if you notice, it's kind of messed up. And it's because he wrote the word Mark instead of Mike. I guess he was distracted or thinking about something else, but started to misspell his own name. And he got like, through the first bit, he's like, oh man, I totally just screwed up your book and I wrote Mark. How am I going to fix this? And he tried to fix as best he could, but you know, there it is. So got a picture of him with it just in case we want to send it to CBCS, but it was pretty funny because I was like, oh, don't worry about it. I mean, the guy is 80, so you know, gotta give him his due. He can do whatever the hell he wants as far as I'm concerned, and it's fine. But the nice thing I picked up though was this piece, which amazing. So it's actually done in a red eraser marker, and he signed it again down here with the right name. So fantastic. But it's a beautiful piece. The Demon, nice size. I mean, so dramatic. I mean, I couldn't believe it was there, and it was really affordably priced. I mean, you had it like maybe $130 or something like that. It was very reasonable, and to me, I would pay that all day for something, a piece like that of that magnitude. I mean, look at that, fantastic. Highlight of the show for me anyway, for sure. So all in all, very good comic show. If they do it again, I would definitely go to that one as well too. So really great. I hope that happens again. Anyway, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to this video, and I appreciate all the support you guys have given me, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.